What if the chemicals in your water bottle, couch foam, and salad greens were quietly reshaping your gut bacteria and raising your risk for inflammation and metabolic dysfunction?
Welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. Stay informed with quick, easy-to-listen summaries of our latest articles, perfect for when you're on the go. No reading required. Subscribe for free at mercola.com for the latest health insights.
Hello, and welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. I'm Ethan Foster. Today we're looking at new research showing how pesticides and everyday industrial compounds disrupt your gut microbiome, what that means for your immunity and metabolism, and what steps you can take to reduce exposure. I'm here to guide the questions and keep this practical and clear.
I'm Alara Skye. This episode centers on two major research efforts. The first, from the University of Cambridge in Nature Microbiology, tested 1,076 common contaminants against 22 bacterial species typically found in healthy people. The list included more than 800 pesticides, nearly 200 pesticide breakdown products, dozens of industrial chemicals, and several foodborne mycotoxins. The punchline: 168 chemicals were toxic to beneficial gut bacteria, and some were strikingly aggressive.
That matters because you depend on these microbes to regulate metabolism, immune tone, and signaling pathways. Cambridge researchers reported that flame retardants and plasticizers, compounds people assumed were biologically inert, could inhibit growth in many strains. Tetrabromobisphenol A suppressed 19 of 22 strains, and the antiparasitic clozentel showed a similar pattern. Most concerning was hexachlorophene, an old antibacterial and fungicide restricted decades ago, which suppressed 20 of 22 strains. This underscores a gap in safety testing. Chemicals are routinely assessed for target effects, like killing insects, but not for collateral damage to your gut microbiota.
The second project, published in Nature Communications in May 2025 by a team at Ohio State, examined how 18 widely used pesticides interact with 17 human gut bacteria across real-world dose ranges. They included DDT, atrazine, chlorpyrifos, and permethrin. The group mapped which pesticides altered growth and then asked whether microbes merely touched these compounds or actually absorbed them.
Several species accumulated persistent organochlorines such as DDE, the long-lived DDT metabolite. That kind of one-way uptake suggests a mechanism for residues persisting in your body. Using metabolomics, the researchers tracked more than 468 microbial metabolites and found shifts across 40 pathways, including amino acids, nucleotides, carbohydrates, and vitamin-related chemistry, clear signs of metabolic disruption at the microbial level.
They pushed further with a mouse model to isolate cause and effect. After introducing a single human gut species, Bacteroides ovitus, into antibiotic-treated mice, they exposed the animals to select pesticides. 4 weeks later, the mice showed inflammation in the gut, liver, and other detox and energy-regulating tissues. Lipid production patterns shifted, interfering with normal cellular signaling, and one lipid class impeded a protein involved in controlling oxidative stress. This connects pesticide microbe interactions to organ-level consequences you can feel as fatigue, slower recovery, or metabolic slowdown.
Beyond these new studies, earlier findings fill in key details. Organophosphates like chlorpyrifos can deplete beneficial Akkermansia, lactobacillus, and bifidobacterium, while favoring opportunists such as Helicobacter. They also weaken intestinal barriers, letting bacterial fragments leak into circulation and trigger low-grade, fat-promoting inflammation that undercuts insulin sensitivity. DDT's legacy metabolite DDE alters microbiome composition, persists in fat tissue, and is linked with obesity and metabolic disruption. Glyphosate stands out. Analyses indicate that enzyme variants in an estimated 55% of common gut species are inherently sensitive to it, suggesting broad suppression of protective microbes. Even low-dose glyphosate exposure in animals has shifted gut balance and raised biomarkers tied to cardiovascular risk.
This is the why. Here's the what now. First, cut down the pesticide load entering your gut. If you can't go fully organic, Start with the Environmental Working Group's Dirty Dozen to replace your 5 most eaten produce items with organic versions. Wash produce thoroughly in a water and baking soda solution to reduce surface residues. If you garden or work near spraying, use protective clothing, gloves, and avoid recently treated areas.
Next, rebuild and protect your microbiome with targeted inputs. Certain lactobacilli strains can degrade or detoxify residues inside the gut. Feed your existing microbes with prebiotic fibers, pectin from apples, carrots, and citrus peels, and inulin from garlic, leeks, and Jerusalem artichokes. If your gut is sensitive, increase slowly to limit discomfort while you restore balance.
Address non-food exposures that strike the microbiome. Many flame retardants, phthalates, and bisphenols leach from plastics into food and water. Shift to glass or stainless steel for storage and bottles, and never microwave food in plastic. Minimize contact between hot foods and plastic wraps or takeout containers. These small changes reduce your daily chemical burden.
Support your natural detox systems so you clear what you can't avoid. Choose foods that stimulate bile flow: beets, bitter greens, and dandelion root. Emphasize nutrient-dense animal proteins such as collagen-rich cuts, bone broth, and pastured eggs. Steer clear of processed meats and seed oils. If you've run very low-carb or restrictive for a while and notice sluggish energy, reintroduce slow-digesting carbohydrates like root vegetables and ripe fruit to restore fuel to your gut and metabolism.
Water is another leverage point. In agricultural or municipal systems, glyphosate can be present. Use a filter that explicitly states it removes glyphosate. Not all do. A whole house system is ideal, but a high-quality countertop unit is still a meaningful step if you're renting or on a budget. Clean water is a foundational, daily defense.
Finally, track what your body tells you. Keep a short daily log for a few weeks. Meals, drinks, symptoms such as bloating, fatigue, skin flares, sleep quality, and any chemical exposures, even simple ones like opening new furnishings or using strong cleaners. Patterns will reveal triggers you can remove without guessing, foods that leave you foggy, containers that worsen reflux, or environments that coincide with gut discomfort.
When you connect these dots, you shift from reacting to leading. The science shows pesticides and common pollutants can suppress protective gut species, skew microbial metabolism, and drive inflammation across organs that set your energy and resilience. Your countermeasures are clear: reduce inputs, reinforce microbes, avoid plastics, support bile and collagen intake while skipping seed oils and processed meats, bring back appropriate slow carbs, filter water for glyphosate, and log responses to personalize your plan.
Here's today's challenge. Switch your top 5 most eaten produce items to organic this week. Soak all produce in a baking soda and water wash, and start a simple symptom journal for 7 days to spot improvements. Thank you for watching Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. We'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe now and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.